In this video, I am going to cover the following topics about Wireshark. What is Wireshark and why it is a powerful troubleshooting tool, and what is Ncap within Wireshark, how to download and install Wireshark, and how to verify Wireshark is working properly, and how to save a pcap file using Wireshark. So let's look at what is Wireshark. Wireshark is a network protocol analyzer used to capture packets mainly for network troubleshooting. In some cases, application troubleshooting also uses Wireshark packet capture. Wireshark is a freeware, that means it's a free software that you can download and install without any cost. Since Wireshark is a very powerful troubleshooting tool, mostly network administrators use it to troubleshoot network problems. I am a network administrator or network engineer. I use Wireshark at least 4 or 5 times in a month to troubleshoot various network problems. Also, network security engineers examine packets and see is there any breach involved, where the packets are coming from, what is the IP address these packets are coming from, where the packets are leaving. All these things you can look using the Wireshark. So it is being heavily used by network security engineers. Also, quality engineers uses it to verify network application, and developers, mainly network protocol developers in networking, uses during the development of their network protocol and make sure it is working it's supposed to be. The next important thing about Wireshark is Ncap. Wireshark is not going to work properly without the Ncap application, because normally your network adapter doesn't see all the network packets, because it hand over those packets to Windows operating system for further handling. So for your network adapter to see all the packets, Ncap is very important. It includes a driver to support capturing packets. Wireshark uses this library to capture live network data on Windows. Because Wireshark is dependent upon this Ncap application, Wireshark is already packaged with this Ncap. So when you try to install Wireshark, Ncap will be automatically installed during the installation. I'm going to show you while I'm installing Wireshark. So we looked at what is Ncap now, and let's download and install Wireshark in my Windows 10 computer and verify whether Wireshark is working properly. And finally, we will run the Wireshark while some application running in the background and capture those packets and save those packets as a pcap file. Because when you do the troubleshooting, sometime you have to send this pcap file to someone for analysis. To download the Wireshark, open up a browser and then type in Wireshark. The first link will be wireshark.org, and now you go to this download. I'm going to download Windows 64-bit. Most of the computers are now running on a 64-bit. It's a very small package. So click on it. Click yes. Click next. Mostly I'm going to accept all the default options. You have to accept the license agreement, and then I'm going to leave this as default, and I'm going to include a desktop icon. I always like a desktop icon, and I'm going to leave this as a default path. And this is what the Ncap is. So it is saying the currently installed Ncap will be uninstalled first, because I had Wireshark in my computer and I uninstalled just for this demo video. Due to that, I already have an Ncap, so it's asking me. So it is saying it will be uninstalled during the process. That is fine, because it is going to install the newest version here, Ncap 1.6 instead of 0.9. If you have a USB network adapter, you need to click on this one. I'm not going to check here. So go to install. If you look at here, so now it is asking me to accept the agreement to install the Ncap. So I'm going to agree here. If you check this one, it is going to restrict Ncap drivers only to administrators. So you don't want to do that. And install Ncap in WinCap API compatible mode. So you don't need that. So I'm going to click install. So now Ncap is complete. The Wireshark is still waiting this to be completed. Let me click next, finish, and now you see Wireshark is proceeding. This explains why Wireshark is dependent upon Ncap application. So now Wireshark is complete. Click next, and it is asking to reboot. Normally Wireshark will require for a reboot. The reason for the reboot is now after the Wireshark install, all the network packets will be visible to the Wireshark, not to your Windows operating system. So it needs a reboot. So let me reboot. Reboot is now complete. Let me launch the Wireshark now. Type in Wireshark. When you launch the Wireshark, you will see where the network traffic is active now. If you look at here, what is this? This is a loopback adapter. So Wireshark has a loopback adapter. So this belongs to Wireshark. And this is my Wi-Fi adapter. So I'm going to capture some packets here. Double click here. And then you see it started to capture the file. So let me launch my command prompt and say I'm going to ping and want to see the ICMP packets 8888. This is a Google DNS server -t. Type in ICMP. So when you filter through the ICMP packets, you are going to only see ICMP packets here. So let me open a website, and then so let's look at TCP packets, and I'm going to open YouTube, and you will see a lot of TCP packets here. So these all are TCP ones. So now I'm going to save all this data. Say if I want to send this data to someone else, so I need to stop this capture and then go here and then save. And I'm going to type in desktop. I'm going to say sample capture file, save it. A pcap file will be like that. And you see when I hover over my mouse, it says Wireshark capture file type. Right click here and see the properties. It says it is a pcap ng file. If you have learned something from this video, please make sure hit the like button. Also don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification so you will be notified when I release my next video.